Now we got a short notice matchup here between Ricky Simon, who was originally scheduled to face Charles Jourdain, and Charles obviously unfortunately had to pull out of this matchup, which would have been a great fight. And I actually had some action on Jourdain as the underdog there, but the fight gets canceled and in steps Cameron Smotherman, who's looking to bounce back after suffering a loss to Siri City at the beginning of May. And I think this is a horrible stylistic matchup for him, not to mention a horrible decision to be taking this type of fight on short notice. Now you got Simone coming in at minus 515, so it seems like the odds makers agree with what I'm pretty much saying here, and Smotherman coming in at plus 390. Simone, obviously heavy wrestling, showcased that he still has some big power in his hands like he did last time around when he knocked out Javid Basharat, but when he can get to his wrestling game, that is where he is most effective. He was unable to do so against Yadong Song, Mario Bautista, and Vinicius Oliveira, but luckily for him, Cameron Smotherman does not have as good takedown defense as those guys have, nor does he have as good of a get-up game. He has improved that throughout his career, and there have been fights, even where he did get taken down, that he still managed to pull off the comeback and still get a win by knockout, most notably the Mando Gutierrez fight when he was still with the Fury FC roster. But, he showcased some decent grappling defense against Jake Hadley as well. But when somebody mixes it up as well as Siri City did, that's where you still saw Smotherman start to struggle. But I think it's also going to be the physicality of Simone that's going to cause Smotherman a ton of trouble in this matchup. Smotherman will clearly have the striking advantage here and edge, but I'd be surprised if he can implement it long enough before Simone gets a hold of him and either he roughs him up in the clinch up against the cage or eventually drags him to the ground and smothers him from there as well. No pun intended. I'm going to lean with Simone by submission. Now, there are no props as of this moment. I waited for the money line at least to drop before I did this breakdown for you guys, but there are no props, but I'm thinking Simone by sub or Smotherman by knockout. It's obviously possible that Simone could go out there and grapple Smotherman and win this fight on the scorecards by just controlling him the entire time, but I think there is a big enough physicality advantage for Simone, and again, mixing in the short notice nature of this fight for Smotherman, I fully expect Simone to dictate the pace of this matchup pretty easily, get the positions that he needs, and eventually wrap up a submission. I'm thinking arm triangle choke. That's the submission I'm going to go with here, but I think Simone probably worthy of this minus 500 price tag as well. So give me Simone and Simone by submission.